Maria Butina appears to have reached a plea deal. A source familiar with the plea agreement says she will plead guilty to count 1, conspiracy to violate the foreign agent statute, second count dismissed for her. A cooperation as it relates to her activities to the United States on facilitating, quote, a better U.S.-Russian relations situation. She admits that she acted as a foreign agent without registering. And, of course, one of the first ways that America saw Butina was at that question and answer venue where the president was, and she raised her hand to ask a question. Congressman, what do you make of this?
Well, I'm just hearing it for the first time. But listen, I actually think people on both sides should want to get a full understanding of what the Russians were and weren't doing in our last election. Because I think...
What were they doing?
Well, I think they were clearly trying to cause exactly what we're seeing now, which is chaos politically, get us to attack each other, get us to be at war with each other, and prevent anything from getting done. But I think what's ironic about the current scenario, if their idea was to get an administration that was sympathetic to the Russians, they got indeed the exact opposite.
So what weren't they doing? Because you said it was were and weren't.
Yeah, well, we don't have a full understanding of the scope of money that they were spending in this election. From what we know about what was spent on Facebook, it was actually a very small amount right now. And I actually think we're going to see that this is the tip of the iceberg in terms of countries beyond Russia, like China, throwing money around the globe in an effort to undermine Western democracies, in an effort to get us to be at war with ourselves.
You think this is the tip of the iceberg, so
I do,
to speak?
indeed. And I think people are profiting from the complexity, in some cases, of our campaign finance laws and the lack of full transparency.
I would add to that, and I don't think it's just Russia. And I do think Russia is doing that, and I brought this point up on Steve Hilton last night. I think that there is some Russian involvement in what's going on in France, because I think discord benefits them, particularly when it comes to energy. And I don't trust them.
So that was the breaking news. Thank you for responding to that.